ฮัลโหลฮัลโหลวันนี้อาจจะมาแค่แป๊บเดียวนะพอดีตอนนี้จะ3 ทุ่มแหละโอเควันนี้ก็เล่นเป็นวันที่3แล้วล่าสุดอยู่ไหนนะเดี๋ยวลองไปดูก่อนจำได้ว่าทำเควสเก็บลูกแก้วไปละคราวที่แล้วคราวนี้ลองดูกันว่าจะเหลือเควสอะไรบ้างถ้าจำไม่ผิดต้องไปหาศาสตราจารย์ฟิกต่อมั้งเพราะว่าไปเรียนเรื่องเวทมนต์อันใหม่มาแล้วจำไม่ได้แล้วว่าชื่อเวทมนต์อะไรกำลังเดอทำไมต้องปรับเซตติ้งทุกครั้งที่ฉันสตรีมอยู่ โอเคโอเคมันปรับตอนโหลดไม่ได้เนาะเอออืมโอเคเดี๋ยวปรับออปชันกันแป๊บนึงพอดีมันกระตุกหน่อยฮะต้องรีสตาร์ทเกมเหรอสรุปปิมต้องรีสตาร์ทไหมก็
How nice to see you, my young friend.
ตะกี้ใครทักเราไม่รู้ตะกี้เสียงผู้หญิงมาจากไหนก็ไม่รู้กระตุกนิดนึงอุ๊ยวาร์ปโอเคเอ๊ะอ๋อมุมนี้เหรอแล้วจานว่าไงต่อ
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think
ด่วนเลย
that
ขนาด
after
นั้น
all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
อ๋อต้องโอกาสนั้น
That
แล้วล่ะ
man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
ฮะแอบไปเองเลยเหรอ Sebastian where are you
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
อ๋อไปถามข้อมูลว่าจะเอายังไงกับชีวิตดีเรื่องเขตต้องห้ามเขาเรียกว่าอะไรเขตต้องห้ามหรือเขตห่วงห้ามน่าจะเขตห่วงห้ามเนาะจะแล้ว
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've
พูด
never
มากไม่
even
ได้
met
เนาะ
him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
อ้าวบอกเขาหมดเลย
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her.
She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach.
อ้าวแล้วสองคนนั้นล่ะจ๊ะ
And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
โอ้มันมาอีกแล้วต้องกดสี่เหลี่ยมก่อน x แล้วก็สี่เหลี่ยมแล้วก็ x again โอเคไปไปจ้าต้องกดยังไงล่ะนั่น
I shall pretend I cannot see you.
โอเค you don't see me มันต้องกดยังไงล่ะนะ
Is someone sneaking about? You are most certainly up to no good out in the castle now. Be on your way.
อ๋อแล้วต้องกดอะไรแล้วนะนิดนึงแต่ยังมีบ้างยังกระตุกบ้างนิดหน่อยอ๋อต้องกด V เหรอ V กดไงล่ะแต่มันให้พิมพ์กดปุ่ม V ไงเมื่อกี้ไปไหนแล้วอะมันไม่ขึ้นแล้วเดี๋ยวพิมพ์ลองดูก่อนว่าต้องกดยังไงอ๋อต้องรอลูกศรสีแดงหันไปตรงอื่นก่อนละมั้งยังไงต่ออ๋อเดินไปตรงมุมหน่อยไปอ้าวเห็นเหรอแล้วก็ไม่เห็น
I think I heard no high marks in discretion for you. Move along.
อ๋อกดไงอะเรียนสเปลใหม่แล้วต้องกดไม่แน่ใจว่าตะกี้ต้องกดอะไรกันแน่ลองดูหน่อยเอ๊ะต้องกดยังไงอ่ะหรือแค่ต้องระวังสายตาเฉยๆอ้าวเดินไปหน่อยจ้าไปยืนอะไรตรงนั้นตรงกลางนะฮัลโหลเฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ยไม่ได้เห็นใช่ไหมเดี๋ยวมันจะขึ้นสีเขียวไหมวิ่งรถวิ่งรถวิ่งรถ
Is someone sneaking about?
no no one
Should have known better than to cross my
อ๋อต้องกดอะไรแล้วนะไม่ผ่านเควสสักที ไม่รู้ว่าต้องกดยังไง เมื่อกี้เรียนสเปลใหม่ไปแล้วแต่ว่าแบบไม่รู้ว่าต้องกดตรงไหนไม่น่าใช่ตรงนี้โอ้อ๋อนี่ปะใช่ต้องมาแก้ตรงนี้ก่อนต้องเอาโอเคได้แหละน่าจะได้แหละ 2x
Quietly now.
ไปจ้าไปตรงหน่อยอย่ามองเยอะแต่ตรงนั้นไม่มีใครเห็นใช่ไหมนั่นแหละเดินไปอย่าสนใจฉันว้าไปเอาโหลด
Lost. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
เดินไปทางซ้าย
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
The key is in the drawer of that desk.
โอ้
Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
กระตุก
The key. Here it is.
โอ้ยใหญ่ไปไหมโอ้เล่นใหญ่เสียงดัง
Someone there?
No
Is that
wonder
you, Reeves?
No ขอเดินอ้อมไปไกลๆก่อนรู้สึกไม่ปลอดภัยโอ้ยเจ๊อยู่ไหนเจ๊อยู่กลางห้องโอ้ยอย่าเดินไปหาเจ๊สิ
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now,
That's a difficult.
find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
โอเคลงไปด้านล่างมั้งใช่น่าจะลงไปด้านล่างL2 โอเค
Ghost, don't let her see you.
โอ้
You are supposed to be out of here with you.
ฮะเห็นแล้วเหรอ กว่าจะเข้าเอาหนังสือได้นี่ยากเย็นเหมือนกันสวัสดีค่ะใครเข้ามาดูเอ่ยอ๋อตรงนี้เปิดแล้วเนี่ยต้องไปหลบผีต่อ
Ghost, don't let her see you.
ก็อย่างนี้นะ
Must we encounter students at all hours of the day and night?
กด R1 กับ L2 R2 กับ L2 ก่อนนะหรือว่าเราต้องรอให้ผีมันเดินไปตรงอื่นก่อนผีมันจะขยับไปตรงอื่นบ้างไหมอ่ะเห็นไหมเนาะ
You aren't supposed. Can't you leave us to waft about in peace? Out of here with you!
ทำไงให้ผ่านเควสอ่ะเอาไหมไปรอบเสกเป็นล่องหนล่องหนแล้ว basic case มันจะล่อให้ไปตรงไหนได้
Ghost, don't let her see you.
อ๋อหรือว่าอันนี้ไปดูสิไปดูใช่ไปดูตรงนั้นเลยอย่าสนใจฉันไปแล้วนะเวิร์กเว้ยใจนึงขอเดินผ่านก่อน
Should be in the clip. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
โอ้ยน่ากลัวแท้ก็ว่าเสียงอะไรต๊อก
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's.
But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after.
Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
ตัวอะไรอีกไหมทำไมเสียงดังอ่ะ
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves.
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search.
Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
ต้องไปเปลี่ยนเซตติ้งอีกแล้วเหรอเปิดตรงไหนนะก่อนหน้านี้ก็มั่วตั้งนานเซตติ้งปะมันไม่ใช่เซตติ้งกดออกก่อนหรือว่าปุ่มนี้อุ๊ปส์เปลี่ยนเซตติ้งตรงไหนนะไม่ใช่เซตติ้งนี้เซตติ้งปุ่มอ่ะ
I should use Reparo on this broken armor.
เดี๋ยวว่า Reparo แต่ว่าหาที่เปลี่ยนปุ่มไม่เจ้าง่ายกดมันทุกปุ่มนั่นแหละกดไงนะกดมาแล้วไม่หมายแล้ว ตะกี้กดยังไงอะจำที่เป็นปุ่มบ่ได้งานแค่แล้ว
I should use Reparo on this broken armor. Lumos. Leviosa.
อ่ะกดมันไปทีละปุ่มทุกปุ่มที่มี
I should use Reparo on this broken armor.
อ๋อกดขวาโอเคกดขวาได้Reparo ใช่อันนี้เปลี่ยนอันสายตาเป็นละกันโอเคกว่าจะหาได้ย่ำไปต่อ
Reparo.
ไปกันห้องมันมีหลายชั้นจัง
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room.
ต้องเข้าไปนั้นจริงเหรอคนเดียวด้วยกระโดดลงไปเลยได้ไหมไม่ได้อะสัญลักษณ์อะไรไม่เอ่ยอ๋อถ้าเปิดกล่องได้ของเหรอตรงนี้จะได้เปิดตลอดทาง
Where might this lead?
อ๋อคาถาไหนแล้วนั่นมีคาถาอะไรบ้างที่พอจะใช้ได้อ่ะลองทำลายแล้วกัน
I need to wake up that woman over there.
โอ้ต้องไปตรงกลางลายมันดูน่าสงสัยไม่ลวกนะโอเคเฮ้ยตัวอะไรมันต้องสู้อีกแล้วโอ้โหเป็นน้ำเก่งเว้ยอะไรอีกปะนั่นไงโอ้ตายแล้วพังอะไรก่อนกับคิดโอเคเฮลก็เหลือแค่อันเดียวนั่นไงเจออีกแล้วโอ้ขอเวลางงหน่อยไม่ได้เลยเนาะไม่ได้กินหรอกจ้าไอ้ทีละคนได้ไหมโอ้เกือบโดนไปนี่เนี่ยกลมๆคือเอียงโอเคอันนั้นพลังเวทมั้งต้องไปตรงนั้นไงต่อโอ้ชิบหายยังไงแล้วนะไปทางอ้อมเหรออยู่ดีก็ได้ยูนิฟอร์มแต่มันเกี่ยวกับเควสไงก่อนตรงโน้นล่ะตรงโน้นต้องไปไหนไหมตรงนี้ไม่มีอะไรพอเอาละจะเดินยังไงให้ไปรอดทันไหมอ้าวอย่าค้างสิโอเคทัน
This must be the way forward, but to where?
หน้าต่างสวยจัง เค
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
เก็บของระหว่างทาง กี่ตัวแล้วน่ะ 8 ตัว ทีละตัวได้ไหมพี่จ๋าไกลไปด้วย มาเลยเกือบไปโอ้เอาตัวใกล้ๆก่อนสิวิ่งจะวิ่งผ่าไปเลยได้ไหมไม่ได้ด้วยเจคนด้านหน้าก่อนเกือบไปโอ้ยใกล้ขีดแล้วอีกนิดนึงนะโอ้อย่านะไม่มีแล้วโอ้ยเฮลจะหมดแล้วจ้ะพี่อย่ามาโอ้หนีไม่ทันนะเฮลก็น้อยมาลองต่ออยากรู้ว่ากว่าจะหมดเกมส่วนใหญ่เขาเล่นกันกี่วันเนาะตื่นสิฮัลโหลฮัลโหลตื่นแต่หนูขอตั้งหลักก่อนวิ่งมาเร็วพี่ต้องใจเย็นนะใจร้อนจริงนี่แน่
It is a book after all.
นั่นคนเหรอที่อยู่ด้านหน้า เลือกหน้าให้ด้วย น้ำหมดถังเหรอ อ้าว ทำไมหงอยล่ะ
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor Bakar?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
ไม่ตอบด้วย แค่เดินออกไป
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly, detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Oh, แล้วยังไงต่อเซบาสเตียนล่ะต้องผลก่อนไหมไปหรอไปได้แล้วใช่ปะอันนี้มันอะไรอะไรนี่เลยเหรอพี่กระตุกขาด้วยขึ้นน้ำมันโอ้แต่มองแผนที่นี่จำสถานที่ไม่ได้สักทีว่าต้องเดินไปทางไหนจริงๆแล้วมีคนอยู่ด้วย
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. A visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive, Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Outside? Oh. Outside กันตรงนี้ ตรงนี้ได้ปะตรงนี้ได้ไหม Let's see.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
จ้าทีละคนนะจ๊ะน่าจะแถวนี้ไหมเนาะสรุปเควสไหนอยู่กดเควสอีกทีอ่านเนตตี้ก่อนได้ไหม
Off on another adventure, are we?
ตรงนี้ไม่เลยดูเหมือนจะไม่ใช่ ไกลเลยว่าไม่ได้หรอไปโพแถวนี้ก่อนละกันอันนี้ยังเควสนะเจอนัตตี้อยู่ปะเนี่ยกันต่อหรอโอ้ดีแมปก็หายยังไงล่ะนี่ทุกที่ก็จะแบบไม่ใช่นัตตี้แบบหนึ่งนะกำลังงงว่าสรุปไปหานัตตี้มันยังไงอ่านกันอีกทีสรุปต้องไปเจอตรงไหนปั๊มฟิลน่าจะหนีใกล้สุด อยากได้ต้นไม้อันนั้นนะที่เก็บแล้วมันทำสมุนไพรได้แต่จำไม่ได้แล้วว่าต้องเอาตรงไหนบ้านอะไรดูแปลกๆโอเคตะกี้เสียงอะไรอ๋อโอเค
I should investigate.
ดูมันไม่ใช่ต้น
Potato.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. The portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
อยู่ดีก็ได้เควสมาอีกแล้ว
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time.
Oi!
Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Found ya. You cannot avoid your fate forever. It's a fast way to get yourself killed. You know that. Unhand me.
นี่แน่โอ้ใครกันนะ
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
มีมาอีกเหรอแต่แล้วเดี๋ยวต้องปรับเซตติ้งก่อนแป๊บนึงตอนนี้ไม่เหมาะกับการสู้เลยนี่เป็นนี้อันนี้เป็นปิดอันนั้นให้หน่อยได้ไหม thank you คิดว่าต้องเปลี่ยนไฟมาเป็นอันนี้แทนด้วยมั้งอันนี้มันไม่ได้ใช้อะไรโอ้โอ้โอ้โอ้ใจเย็นจ้าโอ้ยทำไงให้อันนี้มันแตกกดผิดโอ้ยใจเย็นเจ๊โอเคน่าจะเดี๋ยวมีอีกนะ
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
ต้องหอบด้วย
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I'm not sure old vine-covered pillars are worth studying.
Well, I think anything concerning Merlin is worth pursuing, and I shall have you know, No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared!
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Leviosa! Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Accio! Incendio!
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Some assistance.
What?
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
I'm afraid I'm not keen on mucking about at the bottom of lakes.
Oh, please don't say no just yet. Perhaps if you understood my plight, you'd change your mind.
Perhaps? What precisely do you need to retrieve, and why?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know of your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool, essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast. Grace, what is it you needed my help with?
I was hoping you could dive down and retrieve a treasured family astrolabe lost during a doomed stargazing cruise.
มีอะไรแดงๆซ้ายมือL3 ไม่แน่ใจว่ามีปุ่ม L3 ไหมโทษทีค่ะ
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
ขาวๆไปด้านซ้ายก่อนแล้วกันมาถึงก็เจอเลยเหรอ
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
จ้าแบบนั้นขอดูอย่างอื่นก่อน เอาอีกที
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Requested by
I'd wager the Hufflepuff common room for Toby. Have you seen how these professors...
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you
Garlic.
again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Oh ไอ้ตัวนั้นไหมที่เสียงดัง น่าจะใช่แน่เลย
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Oh.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Oh.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new core and pack down the soil.
เปลี่ยนกระถางให้
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
อ๋อง่ายเปิดไหม
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
I wonder if hippogriffs like...
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy, or...
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
อ๋อเพื่อนคนนี้เหรอที่จะพาไปทัวร์
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
คนนี้ไหมไม่น่า
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
อ๋อคนนี้เหรอ
Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just, now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. like that. They'll chomp on anything
Oh,
they can get
do
their
it.
mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
ต้องไปเก็บน้องก่อนไหม
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
ไม่ต้องเก็บน้องหรออ๋อน้องไปแล้ว ตดน้ำด้วยตัวเองได้อะไรเอ่ยโอ้อยากเก็บพืชตรงอื่นไปด้วยอีกไหมไม่มีอ่ะหมดแล้วหรอดูมันหมดละ
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my... I should think...
Make anything grow, we must first...
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange. Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
ต้องรอไหมไม่น่าต้องรอไว้ค่อยกลับมาก็ได้ทางออกทางเขียวไปหมดยกว่ากำแพง
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
โอเคเดี๋ยวพิมพ์เล่นเท่านี้ก่อนนะวันนี้พอแล้วคิดว่าพอแล้วแหละเธอต้องไปคาร์ดิโออีกหน่อยก่อนนอนแล้วก็เดี๋ยวพรุ่งนี้อาจจะไม่มาเล่นมั้งเพราะว่าพรุ่งนี้เดี๋ยวไปฟรีไดฟ์ Let's see ถ้ามาก็น่าจะมาเวลาประมาณนี้แหละช่วงหลัง6 โมงเย็นโอเคไปก่อนนะบ๊ายบาย